let's cross back to our reporter Corbin August, who is in Cape Town, where hundreds of supporters of Palestine are taking part in a solidarity picket. The group is demonstrating against the conflict between Israel and Palestine at the moment, and this is in the Sea Point area. Corbin, thank you very much. Earlier, you showed us that police were out in some force, some nyalas on the ground, water cannons, but no animosity, warnings rather, from the police officers to the demonstrators. What is the situation right now on the ground?
Yes, well, Francis, we are still here on the Sea Point Promenade, where the protesters who have come out to show their support for Palestine have gathered today. And at the moment, the situation is quite calm and peaceful. Earlier, when we did our earlier crossing, we were standing in the road where the police came to disperse some of the protesters who had gathered in the streets. Of course, that was in violation of the rules of the permit that the protesters were granted. So they are allowed to gather and to protest on the grass on the Sea Point Promenade, but they are not allowed to be in the road or on the sidewalks or cause any obstructions in the roadway in Beach Road, just adjacent to where they are allowed to protest. So at the moment we are standing on the grass now as well, where we've positioned ourselves just a few meters away from the protesters, and you'll see some of them with their families now sitting on the ground, having picnics and being peaceful. You also see some of the crowd at the back, maybe perhaps still singing some of the songs in support of Palestine and chanting "Free, Free Palestine." But at the moment the situation is quite calm. Of course, we do still have that heavy police presence, just maintaining a watchful eye over the demonstrators, and they are here to make sure that the protesters do abide by the regulations that were granted in their permit when they applied to protest here today.
And Corbin, finally, before we let you go, I mean, Sea Point Promenade, it's a very popular place for people to go and walk and look at the beach. Are they still able to get through? Is the road unblocked now? I guess this demonstration, peaceful, it is making quite an impact in Cape Town this afternoon.
Well, yes, perhaps here on this part of Sea Point, where we are on this part of the promenade. Earlier, the obstruction might have caused a bit of delays to some residents and motorists in the area, which meant that they would have to take an alternative route. So it's a short stretch of the beach road that was closed earlier due to the demonstrators, but that has since been reopened, and the road is free flowing now. We have the police who are also maintaining a watchful eye. As for the rest of the promenade, it's open. It's free access to everybody. I can see some runners and some joggers who are still running on the promenade on the side of on the water side, and the part of the promenade where the protesters have gathered, it's just between one of the roads and just a short stretch that's actually being used, and it's only the grass that's being used at this stage for the demonstrators. So other than that, the rest of the promenade is open to the rest of the public, and people are still making use of it today.
All right, thank you very much, Corbin August, and that is a peaceful demonstration taking place in Sea Point in Cape Town by pro-Palestinian picketers.